Oh, speaking of that, all right. So my coworker,
Uh-huh.
he went to Florida last week, and he went with his friends, and one of them's like is gay, and so one of the nights that he went there, his gay friend wanted to go to gay bar because he wanted to like have fun, have a night for him.
Now?
So then,
Really?
so then they went to a gay
Is
bar.
that why? He's gay, so he wanted to go to the gay bar.
So then my coworker went with him, and he was like, getting free drinks and whatnot. And, men are a little
At the gay bar.
aggressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's
Oh,
also a smaller dude.
Yeah, he's a smaller dude. So
Oh wait, you know these people?
yeah.
Like,
We worked
oh
we worked
my
with
God.
him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then he ended up leaving because of the vibe was like
He's like, man, my
aggressive.
asshole.
And then,
He's like
but
worried.
the funny thing about the bar, the gay bar, is that they have a fuck room
Oh,
in the bar.
yo.
They have a fuck room in the. Isn't that crazy?
That's kind of like unhinged.
Unsanitary.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then his friend ended up using it.
Oh,
And then they also had a hotel, and this dude was like, he was grinding, bro. He was grind, and then he's like, "Yo, don't come back to the hotel room. I'm using it." And I was like, "Dude, that's crazy. That's OD." Like,
That's it.
I'm like,
That's
what
crazy.
if, what if
did
he
that
goes
happen
on
on
your
the
bed? Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a stranger's nut on my bed or like their sweat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Damn.
How do you guys feel about that?
I
Pretty shocking. I wasn't expecting to hear that.
so freshman year in college, I had a.
It's
gay
about
roommate.
a gay bar. Okay.
No, I had a gay roommate, and he
He
never
made your moves on you?
No, he made sure he never brought any guy back, and he told me it was because he didn't want to make me uncomfortable. But then he was like super fucked up one day, and he was like, "I just don't want you to see how ugly they are."
How ugly is
No.
what?
Like, so he was a virgin.
He doesn't
getting-
want him to
He was-
see that he's bringing back some.
Well,
Ugly ass
he,
dudes?
he was
Yeah.
sleeping. No, they were like grown men. And
What?
yeah, because like he's a freshman in college and he was going to stay downtown with all the literal like men, the townies, And so he wouldn't want to bring one of them back to campus because I think if they're over 30 something, they probably, would have issues getting into the dorm. The residents, the assistants would be like, going on here? Like,
Yeah.
what room are you in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I never had to experience what he experienced.
Is this that guy that was fucking the TA or whatever? Remember you told
Oh
us the
yeah,
story? Is
yeah,
that
the RD.
RD?
Wait, so
No, he wasn't fucking the RD. He matched with him on Grindr. Said he
Ah.
had a small penis, and then just never talked to him.
Yeah, that's tough.
that is tough.
wait, so
Savage.
in a dorm when you have a roommate, do you like share one room and there's
Yep.
like two beds in there?
Yep.
Obviously, he's not
wait.
gonna bring a guy to fuck there because you're sleeping right next to it.
Oh, I'm sure. No, he had no problem doing
Bro,
whatever he
imagine-
wanted. I think
Alright.
it was
They do that
for-
with girls.
No, but imagine like
You know?
after they're done, if you're like emptying the room and then you're coming back, you're gonna probably get a whiff of that
that
ass.
musk.
My,
That
my
fucking
roommate had
musk.
that one. My suite mate had that once, and he stunk up the whole suite room.
Oh no, bro! What the
This is-
fuck?
He didn't want to open the windows because he was like, because he was smoking weed, and we were like low floor, so you could have seen in from like down below. So he just had the shades down and like window closed, so A, no one could hear him having sex, and B, so no one could see like all the illegal shit he had in his room, smoke detector covered. All
Damn.
Yeah.
that. But yeah, yo, that shit was oh god, that was bad, yo.
Bro, that must be so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no way to really like confront it. It is what it is, like
Can't you just tell the person that runs the dorms, like, yo, this guy
I
always
ain't no
makes
snitch.
snitch?
I ain't no snitch.
Yeah, that's a little too
I would
much.
rather snitch than fucking smell someone's asshole juices.
If it was like a daily thing, day in, day out, like
Yes.
maybe I would have a confrontation, like a
Just-
talk
I would
about
just
it.
tell that dude to shower a little more often.
No, I think it was the girl.
I thought he was gay.
That
Oh
was
no,
the-
my suite mate was the one who had the
Oh.
stank.
There
Because
are
my
some
roommate never
girls
brought
that are
anyone
kinda
back.
funky.
Stink still.
Describe
Although-
him.
Yeah.
Keeps things interesting,
Yeah.
Mm.
Extra tang.
So there were some suites that would, like, I know you dorms, so you would kind of know. Some have communal bathrooms and some have like a suite bathroom, right? So if
Mhm.
you're locked in the suite, you're like, they only clean the suite bathroom like once a week.
Wait,
But the
wait.
communal one they clean daily. So like
Mm.
if someone was like doing
Can't
some
you just clean it
nasty-
yourself?
Oh no!
I mean, you could.
If it's just you and your dorm partner using the bathroom.
I lived with
Yeah, but if
there
someone
were
is
6
gonna come
people in my
around every
suite.
week, then they
Six
already
people in
have
my
it in
suite.
place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they have the cleaner. I think I tipped her like a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card, and she like left me like a super big thank you note. And
that's
like
nice.
very
That
wholesome.
is nice.
Yeah.
And no, everyone else treated her like shit. And I was like, she's the nicest woman, and she comes up and cleans after your vomit, after your like, yo, she was the goat.
That's a
So-
shit job.
It was
Yeah. Knowing how like dudes
all
are.
college kids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Not even
Yeah.
college, just like dudes in general.
What?
Yuck. No, I'm just saying yuck.
Oh, I thought you were like, look.
No. I said
was
yuck.
like,
Look, I'm okay with it.
I've been through it.
Hey, look, I quit my job. I'm looking for something.
Bro, that's crazy though. Like, ugh. I
what,
can't-
sharing the bathroom with
Yeah.
5 other dudes?
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Who cleans out the hair out of the drain?
So it was basically like a prison shower. So the
What do you
drain
mean by
was it
So you
was
drop in the soap.
the drain was so big. It was like a prison shower head. It was literally just like it was like just a hole
There was
in
no
a
head? Shower
hose.
head?
Like no, there was no shower head. It was literally the trashiest thing.
Could you like buy one and
Wait, was
screw
this
it in?
from the university?
You could just fucking
the
screw
hell?
that thing in. It's $5.
Yeah, but then I'm paying it. I know all of my suite mates would
That-
fuck that shit up
Honestly,
in a day.
that's how it'd be in college.
You just deal
Nobody
with it.
wants to pay for the communal thing, and like
I bought a few bath mats and they ruined them within a week every time. So I said,
how did
fuck
they ruin them though?
because they're like they would walk in with their
Wait.
super muddy shoes and just like walk in the bathroom and wipe their feet. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
dude,
Who
That'd
the
be like
fuck
that.
does that in
Well, you
shoes in the
could-
bathroom?
What you could do is bring your own shower head, screw it in. When you're done,
Yeah,
unscrew
screw
it.
it
that's
out.
what people do. Because people literally bring whole
That's a
ass
lot of
like
work, though.
buckets full of all of their toiletries and literally anything and everything they'll use in the bathroom, and everyone carries their own set in and out.
I used one. A
Yeah.
caddy, a
And-
shower caddy.
Yeah,
yeah.
What?
anyone that's like
I have
that's
one.
like gratuitous enough to leave anything in there, whatever they leave in there gets
Gone.
absolutely destroyed. Like within,
People would use it.
Yeah,
of course they would.
Wait
Yeah.
a second, but what if I use that? Like, let's say a
These are
soap bar.
broke college
No,
students.
but what if
They're
let's say me, right, a
if
musty
you use a-
college student. Wait, and let's say I had this like a bar of soap, right, and then like I used it up.
I don't know
had
anyone
my
that used a bar
ass.
in college.
Yeah,
Everyone
no one
used
uses
a body
a bar.
wash.
It's just like whatever you pour out.
But I
yeah.
mean, like, if you're a broke college student, bar would make more sense.
So let's say you
because
have
it
a
lasts
razor.
longer.
You leave a razor in the bathroom. Are they using
no,
that too?
no, not that.
I left
not
my
the-
trimmer once, and I came back. It was dead, and there was hair all over the sink.
Ew,
So yeah, they
bro.
will probably.
Bro, that's like an HIV.
Maybe
like,
an
bait.
electric trimmer.
it wasn't.
It was an
electric.
electric trimmer. Yeah, that's,
But I would not be shocked because they would like literally just go in my desk, be like, "Oh, I needed a pen." I took a pen. I'm like, "What?" So then I started keeping all my shit in my room locked up.
yeah. Like put it in a tub somewhere.
So
yeah.
seeing how
Yeah.
they, and it wasn't just me. Like everyone had the same experience, at least in my college. And so like,
Which college did you go to?
hey, what was your last name?
Huh?
Mhm.
Even if I say, no one's gonna know it. So
Wait,
I'm
the
sure they
college
could-
he goes to or your last name?
my last name, his college, they would know.
Yeah, I hope they know it.
All right, chat. Which college did he go to? Find it out.
It's in.
Ah.
Oh God, I already know some people I don't watch this.
Yeah.
So they would dox me. So don't say that.
Got you a little skittish. Yeah.
it did.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's crazy. I kind of wish I had dorm experience, but I think I would be a completely different person that I am.
Yeah,
now.
I think it changes your personality.
It
Yeah.
definitely made me more outgoing.
Have
Yeah.
you seen like the girls that are part of sororities? They're all the same.
Like
They all have
personality.
a bitchy vibe to it.
I think
yeah.
because that's how you have to like. That's how you survive in that
They're like,
atmosphere.
really? That's the bag you got?
Oh, dude, the
Yeah.
You know?
So like I feel like a lot of the fraternities were like physical
Uh-huh.
hazing, and a lot of the sororities
Mental.
were mental.
Yeah.
Like
They're
they
like,
would
ah, you
sit
see
and
what
scream in your
Jessica's
face,
wearing?
say you wouldn't sleep for like a whole day, and then they would like put you through a stress test, stuff like that. Leave them little.
How well can she handle a breakup? Text her boyfriend to break up with her.
They've done some. They've done some fucked
like
up
this.
shit.
Your initiation would be to fuck Nicole's boyfriend.
I don't think
we're
it's
not
like
gonna
it's
tell
not really
Nicole.
like that. I don't think.
But we'll see.
I think they do. Get
They
it sound
do.
like
What?
that. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure they
some,
do.
Some do, but it's not like for the above ground ones. That's not like
Above ground?
common.
I'm pretty sure they do some shit
For the
like
ones
that.
that don't live in the sewer, they don't
No,
sound.
like if you're underground, you're not recognized by the university, and you're considered a gang under police. Like under law.
What?
Yep.
No, I've seen like those like
That true?
mean sorority
I think so.
girls. They for sure would be like, Jessica thinks she's all cool in that, talking to Jacob. How about we go and tell her boyfriend this? I'm pretty sure they do
Mental.
shit like this,
They probably do. I don't know. I don't claim to know all the answers.
bro.
I
Like,
wasn't in a sorority, so.
Yeah.
I like 95% guarantee, like based off the Instagram personalities I've seen of people that graduated from sororities, and based off people that went to sororities that are in workforce now, they have that accent too,
Mm.
that mean girl accent.
A lot of nurses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or teachers.
Yeah.
or
Do
real
they-
estate
how-
agents.
Is sexual harassment really a big thing in like sororities and frats?
what?
There was really no sexual stuff.
I think that's why
in the
Me Too
fraternity.
happened.
Like it's like sexual harassment, sexual assault, all that stuff.
Oh, you
I
mean
think
like
that
did
happens a lot between
guys
frats.
at fraternities like do
Towards-
stuff to girls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
not to
time.
other guys.
I think we had like one incident, and then we booted him, reported him to the university, got kicked out of.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know what happened to him.
You know, there's a plant. It's called like it's called rape, and there's a rape seed. Like there's an actual plant called like the rape seed.
I think they spell it differently.
Do they?
They have two P's.
I don't know, but I thought that was
Rape.
crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Just like out of all the names you could name it, you know, you could just make up a word, and you got to go with that word.
I feel like things just don't translate the same. Like, where did it originate from?
Yeah, maybe it was from the island of rape.
Like, it could have been something like
Island
that,
of
you know?
Rape.
Rape Island.
Yeah, like
Like Epstein Island.
Oh shit!
No, but actually going back to No Not November, I have a couple of like studies that I've seen, right? About how actually not watching porn makes you a better person.
Does it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because porn desensitizes you to like real life, and it sets like an unrealistic expectation, and it also when you watch porn, it acts out on the same like dopamine levels as if you were to like do drugs or something like that. So it kind of heightens that, so it makes it harder for you to experience joy without watching porn, which is why porn addiction is a thing. And also I've seen like people in those studies claim that when you don't watch porn for a prolonged time, you become better at making decisions, and your memory increases. Like you're better to memorize things, and you are not as angry in general
I think
because you don't need that constant like dopamine to like to go and jerk off or whatever.
I know it affects your testosterone a lot.
And
Like
you-
after the 7th day or something, like your testosterone spikes up,
Yeah.
and then on the 8th it comes back down.
And I
Oh,
will-
And
really?
then yeah, it does. I
Okay.
read stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Mm.
heard it returns to baseline very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
the
don't think-
optimal time to jack off is every 7 days. Off of that,
Time for the weekly session.
it's like a ritual.
Dude, that'd probably be a pretty rewarding ritual.
So then, with that topic, then what are your thoughts on like, I guess edging, because you never like, you
Huh?
you get that like
Is that
gratification
like where
of
you
it.
don't come?
Yeah, you don't come. Like, would that like
No,
That
no,
would
the,
ruin the
Also-
whole.
also
build-up.
what if you like watch erotic manga? Doesn't that go into masturbation too? Because you're
No.
also getting like similar dopamine hits, and
no.
but
So
you just never finish.
So
which goes
with
with edging.
porn, like it's the same concept as when you're watching something, right? And you're like intaking so much information at once, like the setting, all of that stuff,
All
what
the
they're doing.
information.
No, literally read those studies. But like when you're reading something like that, first of all, biggest I think consumers of porn are men, right? And you actually jerk
Naturally.
off.
Naturally.
Like I don't think that a lot of girls actually watch porn and jerk off, right? And then with erotic manga or like let's say like all that stuff, right? You don't jerk off to it.
I would like to contest what you said before. They have a for women section on Pornhub and like every other website. So I think
but you know who's the biggest
percentage...
consumer of that? It's men still.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think there'll still be
there's
outliers. There'll still be outliers of women that enjoy porn.
I think there's a lot of women that enjoy porn. I feel like they
is it more than 50%?
No, it's not.
I think there's.
I don't think it's more than 50%.
I think men is like 80, 90, like in between that ballpark, even 95.
I think people like girls specifically that heavily enjoy porn and heavily enjoy like all of those things definitely had something happen to them when they were younger.
I don't know.
Like they were literally fucked up. Like
so they like porn because they can fuck up.
Because it's a way of coping with trauma. So let's say, for example, if you were raped, right? There's two ways it can go. It can go as in you're never gonna sleep with a guy ever again, or two, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna reclaim my body and do whatever the fuck I want with it." That's why you see a lot of people actually harm their body by tatting up, start doing drugs, and just fucking.
So there's nobody that gets raped and then just lives a normal life after?
That's what I'm saying.
There's probably...
I think it's 3 roads.
So, no, I think...
There's an infinite amount of roads.
Well, I don't think that you can have, like, actual rape happen and then just go ahead and live a normal life. Like, the amount of stress you're gonna go through in that... Like, imagine that time when he almost pulled a dick out on you, but except that actually went through, you know? So imagine that, and it was super stressful.
I think I gotta pull my dick out on
you. Would be.
So it was like super stressful, right? But imagine like that happens now, and you're threatened.
Imagine after that, you can't sit in the movie theater anymore because every time you sit down, people walk in front of you and they go like this close to go to the seat. You're like, oh.
That's funny as hell.
Scary moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to the movie theater in the last like year?
Yeah.
All of you? What about you, Ed?
Maybe once. I'm not sure. I don't really remember though. Yeah. Why?
I don't know. It was just like I feel like
you haven't, right? I'm guessing.
No, I saw Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta go see that. You know, blockbuster, big.
What made you
film.
want to watch Oppenheimer?
I was just like really interested. I've been seeing ads about it. I like history. You know, kind of just fits.
Okay.
Yeah, you seem like the history guy. With the aqueducts and the Roman Empire.
Tell us about the Roman Empire again.
Did you think about it this week?
No, I thought about it last week though, because I was like, what if they ask me some dumb question? Like right now, I was prepared last week, and then I was like, oh, they're not gonna do it, and then here we are.
So what did you think about?
I forgot, dude. I don't know. Like I did all the prep. I was ready, and then it came and passed, and then whoosh, all gone. Short-term memory is
yeah.
So I was talking to someone about golf, right? And they were telling me that they just had, you know, is it ultimate golf? No, Top Golf. Where you're like, it's not actually golf, you're just hitting at a driving range into like, you know, big circles or whatever. And they were telling me that you could actually play for longer and for cheaper if you go to Top Golf than if you like just play a round of 18 and rent a card and everything. I was like, you know, that's a good point. And they have
but
drinks,
it's not as fun.
Nah,
Top Golf
it's totally
is pretty
different. It's like a different kind of vibe.
I've done that. It's not as fun. You literally just stand in a spot and shoot that. Of course, it's a little more social.
It's who you're with.
Yeah, it's more social because you're drinking and you're like chilling and you're like, ha ha ha, that's so fun. That was a shit shot. But like, you're not walking around and doing stuff. I think walking around is more fun.
Yeah, but when I guess driving the cart's fun. But like,
I used to do donuts in golf carts.
Oh no, you're like
wet grass. Yeah.
Damn.
I was drift marks. Yeah, I did.
When I was 14, I worked at a golf course and I cleaned all the golf carts.
Yeah.
And I would collect the range balls. And so when people would flip the cart or do donuts like that, they always left the hardest stains to get out of the fucking like the wheel because they just like ripping up all the fresh cut grass right onto it.
You're that guy.
He's that guy.
Definitely.
He's like, ooh, I remember that.
That was how I got into cars, I think.
Really? The golf cart?
I mean, that's how I started to know that cars could be fun.
That was a pinnacle point in his life.
Damn.
Yeah.
GTA didn't come around.
You know, it's different doing it in a game and then being in a thing in person, you know?
Yeah.
And then actually being able to feel the car like swing.
I bet you had one of those little like electric Jeeps Or
No,
like,
never.
you know, no, never.
No.
Did you?
No.
I'm not even
I kind of
gonna
want one.
ask.
In Uzbekistan, no.
You know
It
what
had
we
a
had?
Flintstone.
I had a guy carry me in one of those thingies, you know, where you like load like
Really? You're on his back?
A wheelbarrow?
wheelbarrow. Yeah.
Oh.
So I would like sit in that, and then he would like run with it, and I would be like, wee.
I imagined you in a backpack that was like a box, and you were sitting in the box in the backpack. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck are you talking about,
You know what
bro?
I'm saying?
That went right over
No,
my
no.
head too. Dude. You gotta repeat that.
Yeah. I was imagining like a backpack.
Like Demon
But, like-
Slayer?
Yeah, exactly. Like one of those. Yeah.
What a fucking nerd. What a loser.
Oh, actually, another thing that I saw online, another would you rather moment. If you woke up in the forest and you had a condom in your ass, would you tell people?
Yeah, I'd
No.
go to a doctor real quick.
I'd go to a doctor, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
tell people.
You go to the doctor, maybe the precinct.
What's
Going on? DNA test that bitch, you know? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on in there? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't. Wow, that would wreck my whole, like,
And the
Yeah.
only person you were with is your
Mental.
friend.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, you were with like 10 people.
Nah, just
So-
one friend. So you don't have to guess. It's like, oh, what is this? And the friend's
I don't
like,
know
oh,
how
I don't
that
know how that happened, man.
yeah, that's crazy.
So there's like 10 people and you found a condom in your ass. Would you tell anyone? Like, yo, someone fucked me in the ass. Like,
I feel like you would have to say something because if you don't, maybe the other party's gonna be like, "Yo, dude, like."
I totally like raped him. Like, no, I don't.
I guess that wouldn't happen.
It's not
but, like,
something to flex about.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm. Dude, I have to.
I wouldn't tell the people that I'm there with. I
Would you
wouldn't tell them.
go and question everyone like individually, like suss them out?
like Among Us, like both.
Yeah.
No, I would save the condom, and when I go to the police, I would tell them, look, I was on a party with these people, right? Here's what's left of whatever happened, right?
Yeah.
Can you find who did
DNA
it?
test it. That's what
Yeah.
I said. Yeah, that's.
DNA test.
I
it.
would definitely tell the police.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
we're,
my
we're
doctor.
definitely telling the police, but in the you would
I'm not telling
you
no
tell
one
none of
there.
your friends.
Not
No?
telling no one. Because then, if
I'd probably tell like my best friend.
what if it was your best friend that did it?
He's
Is
like,
he one of the
that's crazy.
He's
That
like,
would be-
he's
that
like, you
would-
don't say.
That would
no.
flip my world upside
You're
down.
like,
Yeah, I don't
no
know.
way. How could they do that?
And then
to
he
you?
goes like, dude, last night I fucked this chick, you know, he had the tight ass.
He's like, last night I had a dream, a crazy.
A crazy dream. There was a person looks like just like you, except a girl.
Oh, God.
You know, speaking of you guys about the DNA going to the police and showing them DNA, actually 23andMe shares that DNA, everyone's DNA in their database with the police.
Yeah, all it requires is a citation, a document,
Yeah,
a subpoena.
which is like crazy.
Yeah, I would never do that.
And
Yeah.
it
No
doesn't.
one
well,
might
it doesn't
DNA
also.
known.
It doesn't matter if you don't do it. If one relative in your like close
Tree.
relative circle, yeah, if one of them gets it, they can instantly pinpoint. Like if a crime is found and your DNA is like really close
Damn.
Yeah.
to someone, like they'll just go to your cousin and be like, "Hey, let's talk," and then they'll like dig through the
Yeah.
family and they'll still be able to get to you. There's been a bunch of cases like that.
That's
Where,
wild.
like someone gets like caught for like murder or something, and it's like they've been off the map in the woods for like years, and then all of a sudden like their cousin that they didn't even know existed like did the 23andMe, and that's how he got.
And then
caught.
also like, what if they could just like use your DNA in the future and like clone you or plant your DNA somewhere, like artificially make it, just
So,
like that.
This is totally switching topics, but similar. If so you know how a lot of girls will like sell their used underwear like on these sites for
a lot
for
of
money, right?
girls.
I don't know.
There are multiple websites. There have been lots.
I think it's the same producers.
It could be. Anyway, so if you are selling that, right, and the guy's just like, dumbass, like I just got your DNA, he's gonna go freeze it, like
What
like
the fuck?
I was just
Oh.
so like I had some friends that were talking about doing that. They were like, I want to do it because like easy money, like I could just wear this, go on a run, come back, do it again, like. easy buddy, but then they were like, but what if they save my DNA and then they do something?
What
with
can
it?
they do
Or
with
you
that?
just fake
Well, it's
it.
not what they can do; it's what they
Right.
I've
will be
actually
able to
been
do.
worried about that.
You could
When I
wait, selling your underwear?
no,
What are you worried about?
about my DNA
About what they
being
can,
mispurposed.
like not what they
What
can,
can
do,
they
but
do
what
with
they
your
will be
DNA?
able to do.
Are you in the
CRISPR technology's
database?
going like,
No, it was with some girl that had a screw loose, and like really liked me
Oh,
in college.
She could have like stolen your like
Yeah,
triple bagged
it was,
condoms.
it was this one night.
Wait, what's a screw? What's a loose screw? What do you mean by that?
Like she's
She was
a little-
crazy.
a
Oh,
little
she's crazy,
nutty.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And there was one fateful night where she hit me up well after we like dated and did
Yeah.
stuff. And like I went over for a one night stand. And after
you dog, you.
after it all went down, like, and I started to go home. I was in my car. I got like hella paranoid.
Oh no, because
'Cause,
you
like-
thought,
because
yeah,
the condom was left in her place, like
On the
rookie
floor.
mistake.
in the
Rookie
trash.
mistake.
Well, in the trash, of course.
Yeah.
But like, but I was like,
Imagine,
fuck.
imagine you drive back.
I gotta take that
And
shit
she's
with
like,
me.
she's like,
I need it.
Yeah.
but some
But-
people do that shit. Like some
Yeah.
celebrities.
So they tried to do it to Drake, but he put hot sauce in the condom or something, right?
What?
Yeah.
Are you
And so the
serious?
girl was like trying to do it. It got like burns and stuff.
They probably got
Before
crazy
or
BV.
after?
After he came, he
Okay.
put hot sauce in.
Before he gets all his condoms
like,
and he puts hot sauce in.
I'm like 99% sure.
Yeah.
It adds flavor to the sex.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, no. So he would like after he done it, he would just pour hot sauce in there, and I guess some girl was trying like, oh, this is my big ticket. Like I'm gonna have his kid,
Yeah.
and then just like burned. And
Imagine like pulling up with a hot sauce bottle. Like you got your bag of
Chalulas.
condoms.
A hot sauce bottle and a bucket of KFC.
What?
I don't know where that came from, but
Shit, I'm kind of hungry actually. Now you mentioned KFC.
Yeah, right. KFC
Yes.
sounds really good. Those chicken wings with the
that
hot
does
sauce.
sound good.
Could get some fried chicken.
You do have a Chinese place right around the corner.
But
Shit,
it's
is it
not
around
like-
the corner?
I was thinking we could go to Popeyes.
Is there
Yeah,
Popeyes
where's
nearby?
the
is
closest?
good.
Yeah, really close. Yeah,
How close?
like 3 blocks away, 4 blocks away.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro, I know this
I thought
area
this
and
was
I haven't seen
residential.
Popeyes here.
Yeah.
it's like right next to the hood.
Oh, wait a second. On Avenue.
Why?
On Avenue. That's where my school was.
Oh, what?
High
You went
school?
to high school? Holy shit,
Docs.
dude! I always
That's
saw.
why I said it's so ghetto, bro.
Yo, dude,
The
all of
projects
You
them,
are
just
across the
leaked
street.
that shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Yo,
Ed said
dude,
it.
all of the
No, he said.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Oh, the
actual
what?
address.
yeah, all the kids that come out there are so hood.
I know. Look
Like-
at me.
They're always-
Except now I'm not hood. I'm just racist. Believe that.
You're like, oh, goddamn.
That's a clip.
Okay, I guess that's a clip,
Hmm.
but like you can see why I am the way I am, right?
Well, you've witnessed it.
Yeah, I have,
You've
bro. It was
experienced it.
insane. There was like school fights where like bunch of ratchet girls were dragging each other by the weave on the cafeteria floor, and you would see literally chunks of their weave on
Hair
the floor.
getting ripped out.
Yeah. And they would literally like stomp you like in World Star videos. Surprisingly, no one messed with me though. I'm surprised why. There was this really cool.
Probably Russian mob ties. Probably they're like,
Bro,
oh,
like-
what if we can't mess
She
with her?
actually heard a lot of those jokes.
Yeah,
I bet,
yeah,
I
yeah.
bet.
But like honestly, like no one messed with me. There was this one bitch that was always giving me a stink face, but then there was another girl that was always like beefing with her. So like she kind of had my back.
Nice. The friend of my enemy. No, wait. The
Your
enemy of my
enemy.
enemy is my friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. But like she was always like very vocal because that girl was super hot. Like she like had the amazing body and whatever. And she would sometimes wear revealing clothes, and the principal would be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you wearing? Go change clothes, right?" But then I would come in with like a sheer shirt, right? Like a see-through shirt or whatever. And she's like, "Why the fuck this white girl be wearing this stuff and I can't, huh? I be sent home already at this time, homie." Something like that, you know?
Wait, you would come in with a sheared shirt?
Sheer shirt, like made of lace,
Yeah.
for example.
Okay. I've seen the high.
Risque Was
Huh?
it a risque shirt?
What is that?
Like revealing?
Well, it was just like a black see-through shirt. But like since it was black, it wasn't that see-through.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's black and like the holes in between are like so like close together that it's almost like you can't really see much. But if you are wearing a bright bra, you would know that it's sheer.
okay.
Yeah, a lot of girls wear that.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal.
No, but like that high school was like hella fun.
You don't want the teachers acting up. So. That's what they
Yeah.
tell you. Not to-
Yo,
Didn't that school almost get shut down?
Shut down. I
Bro,
didn't go to
stop.
Trussell.
Come on,
Stop
bro.
saying the name.
Wait, did it get shut down?
Yeah, there's no more high school.
So what is
Diana.
it now?
It's a different school.
I'm gonna leave.
Wait, so they just changed the name then?
So basically, what happened is that school went out of business because the
How do you go
the-
out of business? Lawsuits?
No,
Kids
because
breaking
No.
stuff.
kids were
No
very
funding?
bad. So kids were very bad, and like they weren't passing classes, and no teachers wanted to work there because of how shitty it was. So that
Grades
school,
fell, funding fell.
kind of, but there was also 3 other schools in that. There was a charter school and the
Yeah.
school I went to, which just opened. Like I was the opening class of that.
There's like a
school.
whole cluster of them, like we're all right next to each other.
Yeah, so we
Uh-huh.
had like a quarter of the second floor when I started, and then like they expanded to the whole second floor, and then they expanded to second and third because that school closed. So they just had to have those guys graduate, and then we started getting
crazy.
more intake of students. So like there's just 2 schools now. My
So-
school that I went to and like the charter.
So your grade was so how many kids were in your class?
90.
90?
90 in my whole school.
And there
yeah.
was a girl
Wow.
giving a blowjob in the back of your class.
Yes.
90 kids. That's crazy.
Bro, the odds, right?
No, it's
because
not the
she-
odds that it's so intimate that it's like
Oh,
disturbing.
no. The school is like, oh, you mean in the class itself?
Yeah.
Our class had like 25 kids.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, you know,
Yeah, we were separated into like Manhattan, Brighton Beach, Coney Island, and something else for a beach.
yeah.
Manhattan, Brighton, Coney Island. And
Were there
something else.
shootouts in front of your school?
No, but there were like people fighting outside
know,
of
There's
school.
no
No.
shoot.
No
No
shootouts?
shootout, but there were
No.
people. Like we had to give out our
It's
phones.
actually very rare.
Because I was
Yeah.
working lifeguarding at a pool,
Uh.
and it was in Brownsville, which is deep as hell. And
Where's
once Brownsville, I don't. It's towards Queens basically, or it is in Queens.
It's near Williamsburg.
Anyway, so I was, and then one summer, not the summer I was working, but one summer there were dead people in the pool, and they were shot, like shot dead people in the pool.
While like kids were around,
When we came in the, well, not when I came in, but when
when they came in the morning.
there was a dead person.
Okay,
in
so
the
he
pool.
was shot at
Damn.
night. Yeah.
Which must have been lit for the lifeguard because no work. But like,
Nah, that's a lot of
joking.
waiting around for the cops and shit, dude.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Probably got to give
just
a
go
statement.
home immediately.
Yeah.
I was not there. Like
mm,
I didn't see anything.
They check
Yeah.
the cameras. They're like,
Cameras
you had an
weren't
employee
working.
come around. Did he come back to the scene of the crime? Like, you know,
yeah,
Damn.
that's kind of nuts, yo. I've never.
yeah.
You want to hear something crazy? So in 9th grade, since we had to give our phones in, right? We didn't. So closer to like 10th and 11th grades, school started collecting our phones when we go in through the scanners, right? So then at the end of the day, they would give it to us, and that way it's safe. But what we used to do in 9th grade when we didn't have that system,
Give a BS phone. Oh,
no, there was a truck right outside of school, like a regular truck, and he was like, "Okay, $1." So when we would go into school, we would give him $1 in our phone, our whole fucking phone, and $1 to this guy that we don't fucking know who it is. He just gets there every morning, and then would come out. He's there, and then we would come out and get the phone from him with $1. Isn't that crazy? And then
Wait,
they
why?
wait. So you
why
paid
did-
$2?
Well, but why? Why did he take your phone? Like, what does that give?
Where there's a
provide to
will,
you?
there's a way.
provide
what-
me.
Yeah, what does that value?
Because we had like they told us basically to leave our phones at home, but we
School
couldn't
can't
leave our
confiscate?
phones.
Is like the school can't confiscate it if it's not in the school?
I don't know,
And
but
then
I
they
just
can't
know
hold
all
it.
the kids
What
would
did-
give their phone to
how-
the guy in the truck.
How do they know that? Like, why would they believe you when you say I don't have my phone? Like, how do they verify that you
The
actually
scanners,
Yeah, there's metal.
Don't? Oh,
detectors.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the metal detectors, yeah. And then also, like when the truck got shut down somehow, I honestly now thinking about it, it's so fucking weird. We would just give our phone to the guy in a deli that's right on the same
Bro,
block.
you could just plug that in, steal all your shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. And the thing
Like-
is, imagine you just come in and you're like, I don't have your phone. I think we gave it to him with like a Metro card or something that had our name or
Yeah.
something like that, so that I don't know how
He
we
just
got
has
it back.
a bunch of minors' names
Or our
and
IDs or
that's
something.
sus.
I don't know. Like it was sus
Probably
as
why
fuck.
the first one got shut
Yeah.
down.
I think they gave us like some sort of like notes that we'll have to give back
like
and
a
whatnot.
ticket, like
yeah.
a return ticket.
And like when you know the guy for a long time, you can just be like, "Yo, I forgot my ticket. Like I lost it. You know, that's my phone."
Get a whole system.
And then like you say, "Okay, my background is that anime thingy, you know." And then they just give it to you.
And then there's
Like
like
that's-
10 guys with the same anime thingy.
Nah, nobody had the same one. I would
Yeah.
have some yaoi shit as my background. Yeah, but that's wild. Like I just thought about it and it's crazy.
that is kind of nuts. I would never trust a random guy outside.
As a high schooler,
He
I
could
could
have
see
just
that.
dipped. He could have
As
just
a-
dipped with the phone.
As a high schooler, I could see that.
I wouldn't
There's a
even use my
market.
locker. I would just wear a backpack around all day in my school.
We didn't have lockers.
They weren't privileged.
Yeah. Yeah, we literally didn't have lockers. We walked around with
Well,
the
we had
backpack
it
all day.
where senior year you got like a actual locker. Otherwise, you had like a little half locker. Like it would be like this big, and you would just fit like 2 or 3 books in there. And that's it. But then senior year, I had the nice big one, but I still carried my backpack. But my senior year, they tried to make it. You had to have clear backpacks, like see through.
After all the
What?
shootings,
The fuck?
You had to
I
have
could see
clear.
that.
You were not allowed to bring a non-see-through backpack to school. And if you did, the security guards would take you to the principal's office, and they would like dig through all your stuff. And yeah.
So you had to buy a see-through backpack?
Yep.
Like a
Well, I
plastic
didn't,
backpack?
because I was at that.
They should provide you
started
with it.
that like right before graduation,
That's
and I
fine.
was like, well, I'm not doing that before graduation. I think I did get like a couple write-ups, but it's like that's bullshit. That's not
Yeah,
going on
dude,
the
I hate
permanent
that
record
shit.
like that, so I didn't care.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
that
hate that authority.
permanent record
Yeah.
shit.
Bro, that's such
So
bullshit, man.
dumb. Yo, what record? Like, what is it?
It's so crazy how
Like, are
easy.
the police gonna know about this?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like a prior?
They
like-
literally scared the shit out of us
It's
with
so-
like,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
It's so like it's annoying how like easy they tricked everyone.
right?
Like with
Yeah.
everything, they're like permanent record. Then they're like, in college they do this too, and you know damn well in college they did not do that.
Yeah.
When you get to college, you're like, this is bullshit.
Or the dumbest shit where they make you do volunteering hours.
yeah.
Did you guys have to do that?
for
I think we
high
did.
school,
In
I
order,
did.
We
yeah,
did.
in order
Yeah,
in order to
we had
graduate,
band.
they made us
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
100 hours.
I got into like a
Mutiny.
club. And they it was like called the Natural Helpers or whatever. But I don't think
Shit.
that was like a requirement.
For us, they were like, okay, for you to graduate, you have to have this, and this done, and also 100 hours of this. And I was like,
100?
what-
Oh, I mean-
100 hours.
We were in band, so
We definitely had 100.
Free.
That shit was
Nah, like for me,
Wait, what?
I didn't
Yeah.
know until like 2 months before my graduation. I was like, what the fuck? So I just went to my math teacher and I was like, yo, can you help me? Like, they're telling me this. And I know damn well he probably thought, bro, they're not gonna not let you graduate. They're gonna let all these bums fucking graduate and like they're not gonna not let you graduate.
Hmm.
So he just basically gave me a bunch of fake hours for helping him grade
What a
homework.
G.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
G.
Wait. You know, I never showed up to a lot of those band things.
the marching.
The marching,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
Like
forced to. My dad.
your dad,
Yeah.
your dad took it pretty seriously, right?
Yeah, he was like pretty big.
He
into
would
it.
show up to the marches and like
Yeah.
my parents would not. They'd drop me off. They're like, "Yeah,
You're
I'll see you
lucky.
in an hour."
Yeah.
You're lucky not having an involved parent.
I think I just didn't tell my dad.
Yeah, you
Or
should.
my
That was
mom.
good. That was a good play.
Damn.
You know?
But
How come
that's-
you didn't do that?
Cause
Oh, 'cause
he's
you have so-
involved.
Oh
He's
yeah.
So involved.
Wait, so what was your dad doing? Like, how was he
I don't.
involved?
He was just like one of those parents that were like.
I'll
too
take you
into
there.
it.
I'll take you there.
Yeah, pretty so into it.
My
Or,
mom was
like,
in
would
the
your dad
PTA. I know what
volunteer
you
to
mean.
like help them bring equipment or something?
Yeah.
He was like in the PTA, the Parent Teacher
Yeah.
Association, right, where they like join forces, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
Huh.
but like I used to get so upset, especially when I was younger, like when I was actually in dance in 8th class and my mom couldn't make it. I was so tight. I was like, what the fuck, right? And then when my little sister was having all these events, she was like, all right, gotta be there 30 minutes early. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And like I asked her, like lately, I was like, yo, why is my little sister going out so much? Like you told me I wasn't allowed to go out when I was a senior. She's not even a senior and she's going out much more than me. She was like, well, you see, with the first child, it's like an experiment. So I saw it didn't work with you, and I'm trying to do better with this. And I was like, what the fuck?
Trial and
The
error.
tester?
But I think
So-
when you
Yeah,
have
there's
kids,
those things.
it'll be the same way. Because I think it's the same thing with every parent.
No,
So
for me, I'm gonna be so fair and impartial. If somebody's getting punished,
That's what you would think. I'm pretty sure she thought the
No.
same exact
Every
thing.
parent says
no
that.
way, no
Yeah.
way. I think the way that
It's just human nature.
No. I think that let's say if you had siblings and let's say you're the youngest, which my mom is the youngest, she told me that her oldest sister would fuck her over. So, inherently, she has more predisposition towards the younger child because she thinks the older child always has malice because her older sister was fucking her over. So she was always like standing on my little sister's side. You know what I'm saying? But now because I'm fucked up as an older child, I'll be like, no, you little piece of shit, go clean up, go apologize to your older sister.
Her little sister's just like on the other couch, and she's like, "Oh, mom!
Also,
She's hitting me."
also, I think the age difference between you and your sister makes it where you're held so much more accountable
I know, it's so
because
crazy.
you're so much older that it's like, come on, bro.
I used to be
Wait,
the
what's
younger
the age
child.
difference?
8 years.
Oh yeah, you're held. Yeah,
Yeah, like
You're the
when
adult
you're in
now.
high school. No, when you're in college, she just started like middle school.
Bro, you know, like when I was back in Uzbekistan, not only was I the youngest, I was the youngest girl among all the boys.
Yeah.
So I was treated like a little princess. Literally anything I wanted was given to me, right? Although there were some drawbacks to being a girl there, but like still, like if I was like saying, "Oh, I want this," they would give it to me. Now it's like, "Oh, okay. What about your sister?" Like, I don't give a fuck what she wants. What do you mean? And besides, like, I was fucking 12 when I came here, and she was like 4.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I thought I was still a child, right? But now I had to take care of her. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I came,
babysitting,
right? I came from being pampered to having to pamper someone else, and I was like,
Yeah.
Wait, and is this your mom's child with another dude?
yeah. I was like, what?
How
What?
did you even know?
Yes, bro. You know what? I didn't know I had a sister until
Uh-huh.
she came to Uzbekistan to pick me up.
Oh shit!
She comes
Yeah.
out of the airport, and like I told you guys, when you are landing in the airport, no one is allowed inside until the people come out. There's like literally a gate that you wait behind. And I see my mom coming towards me with a little child, right? Like walking next to her. And I was like, did this kid get lost? That's literally, I still remember that was the thought in my head. I was like, did this kid get lost?
But in
And then-
Russian.
Yes.
So
I was
what did
like-
you, how do you say it?
I was like, was she an orphan or something? Like,
Say it in
what
Russian.
happened?
Say it in
Say it
Russian.
in
Why would I
Russian.
say it? Она что, потерялась? Like, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Like, you got anything. Like, that's what I thought in my head. And I was like, what the fuck? And then we got in a car, and mom just, like, put me in up for a fact that, okay, she's my sister. And I was like, what? So I had to pretend that I'm
Wait, say
nice.
it in Russian.
Why would I say you're not
Is it
understanding
stop?
anyways? Stop? What? No, but, like, you know, I had to pretend that I'm nice. I
Wait,
was
keep
like,
saying it in
oh,
Russian.
cool.
It's funny because like your thought. So at what age did your thoughts change from Russian to English, or if they never did change?
They probably still switch.
Yeah, they
Depending
switch
on who
depending
you're
how
with.
angry I am and depending like on like whatever I'm thinking about. If it's more complicated stuff, it's in English. If it's more like angry stuff that I gotta be like quick thinking, it's Russian.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that stuff is built in.
Mm.
I have it here. But
Mm.
like when I have to really talk about like economic policies, I can't say that shit in Russian.
Yeah.
Or if I were to say it, it's gonna be super dumbed down.
So you have to think something simple. Like if you're driving and you think you have to make a left turn soon.
I'd be like, oi, blядь, I have to turn here. It's gonna be half Russian, half English. Oi, blядь, I missed the turn. Something like that.
I like it. I like
That's
it.
funny.
And at one point, like, I still remembered Uzbek, but then I started learning Japanese, and for some reason, I started getting the two confused.
that happens.
And I was like, bro, I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to, like, think in Uzbek, like, how can I say this? And then I'd be like, in Japanese, it's like, wait a second, this is not an Uzbek word, you know?
yeah.
So,
When I was like when in Spanish class, I would say
Yeah.
Chinese.
Chinese, right?
Yeah, it'd be like so
Really?
embarrassing.
Yeah.
and
Or-
you'd be
or,
so
like,
confident, too.
Someone asks me in Spanish outside on the street something. I don't remember what it was, but I said yes. I was like hi, but he's like, wait, what?
I said hi. I
And I'm
already
like,
said
I
hi.
see, yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
I
Yeah.
see the candy. No,
They found the most Spanish-looking person to ask, I guess.
We're good.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like that was sarcasm. That was sarcasm. They asked you even though. Like, why would they do that?
Well, actually, I think they wanted something, and then I knew I could understand some, so I actually went up to them.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
wanted to like show that you can like understand them.
No, he was just trying to be
he-
nice and
he's
help.
just,
He was
he's just
testing
the
his
only
skills.
Spanish dude in like an entire like shopping area in a mall, and he was trying to ask so many people, and everyone was just telling him, I don't know.
Did you end up
Damn.
helping him?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You know what depressing
Hey,
that
for
must be? Like,
Also, he thought I worked in the store or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a similar situation where I was like waiting for a bus stop, and this like old Chinese woman comes up to me and she starts speaking Chinese to me, right? She goes like, whatever.
no,
And I-
say the say the
I
ching
don't know
chong
what
bing
she said.
pong.
I don't know what she said, but she said something to me. I was like, what the fuck? And then she goes like, Konyalan wa? Wa? Chwa? I was like, what? I was like, you want Coney Island? I was like, Coney Island. Like that, you know? I was
Yeah.
gesturing to her. Okay, bus on that side of the street, that way. And she was like,
You know,
okay.
actually, there's a funny story. I was getting off on Whitehall, and on the signs it says W during the day, and late at night the N comes.
Mhm.
And there's a Hispanic guy that was like, "Hey, like, when does this N train come?" But it comes at late at night, but it's like 8 a.m. You know.
I'm dead.
So then he was like, "How do I get to the N train?" And I'm just like, "There's a 6 over here. That there's a W over here. That it's the end of the track." So like.
Just take the W towards Manhattan.
Yeah,
and
so then
transfer
but
on
it's at
14.
the end, so it's only going back. So then I was like, get on the 6. Like your better chances on the 6 going that way, because like I can't. How am I going to explain it to you in Spanish? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? So yeah, like, I was like, yeah, just get on this train.
That's crazy.
I had this kid in high school, and we used to sneak out for lunch at, like when we weren't seniors, we weren't allowed to leave yet.
Yeah.
We'd sneak out. And I remember we're at Smash Burger just getting, a burger and fries. And this like dude in like a work truck pulls up. And he's like, hey, you guys, can you please help me? I'm lost. My phone died. I don't know where to go. I'm trying to do this and find this place and go here. My buddy's like, oh,
Was he a
I
priest?
got you. Wait, what?
So was he a priest?
No, he had like some like delivery driver stuff on. And so my acquaintance pulled out his phone, and he's like acting like he's looking up stuff. It was locked the whole time. And he was just like, all right, so you're gonna go make a right up there, and they're gonna make the third right after that. And he like sent him to some random ass place. I was like, dude, you're an
What a
asshole.
dickhead,
bro. And I didn't really hang out with him too much after that, but yeah.
That's horrible.
I know.
I think one of the worst things that sticks with me to this day that I did to someone on purpose was in my suite. Like someone came home and they were looking for their keys, and I knew they were waiting there, and then I waited to hear the sound of them taking their keys out of their bag before I went to open the door. Just to let him go through the effort of pushing through it to them.
Oh, I got you, bro.
And be like, oh, fuck. And then the door just opens, you know?
My suite
Damn.
door was never locked.
I always remember that shit. I'm like, damn, that's horrible.
Nah, but that's funny though. I do that to my sister all the time. She's like opening the door and like they never. So our door has 2 locks, right? I lock both of them, but my whole family only locks the bottom. But so she's only used to
Dangerous.
opening the bottom one, right? So when I'm there, I lock both. And then the other day, I heard her like really trying to open the door, and I came to the door. As soon as she opened one of them, I closed it right back. Yeah. And she like went for the bottom door. She's like, "Why is it still not opening?" And for the door to open, you gotta like twist the knob with the second thingy to open, but the top has to be open too. But I locked it. She's like going for it. It was happening for like good 5 minutes, and she was like, dun, dun, dun.
Menace.
Sweet revenge.
What time of day was it?
After school, like
I'm on
5
your
o'clock.
mom's side. I'm on your mom's side.
I did do a couple of mean things to her when I was super young, but that's because I was still a child. Like I tripped her
You were
up a
8
couple
years
of times.
older than her.
Tripped your sister.
Yeah, she like broke a part of the thing right here. Like
What?
ripped. Yeah.
Oh,
What the
That
hell?
wasn't intentional. Like I didn't mean for her to like cut this part.
You just wanted her to cry a bit.
I wanted her to lose to me, so I wanted her
You're
to fall
8 years
down.
older than her.
Yeah, I was 12.
She's
So
like,
you
you were
Diana,
tripping a
Diana,
bitch
let's
when
play.
she was
Ooh,
4.
Bro, because that motherfucker was holding on to me while I'm trying to run, and I was like, move, bitch.
Yeah.
Listen, I grew up with old boys. Like, that's how we used to play. Like, I used
Yeah.
to get shocked
In
too.
rural Uzbekistan, yeah.
And we would like really rough play. Like, we would fucking jump off the trees and whatever.
Fucking
So
drowning
her
each
falling
other.
on like in the house, I didn't think she's gonna hurt herself that much, you know? Like, I didn't hurt myself before.
Did she fall and then you kicked her and then spit on her?
She fell and then she started crying, and I was like, shut up, you shut up, we're just playing,
I've been there, I've been
yeah. I was like, stop crying there, you know?
Stop, please. Please stop.
Bro, I also had another story where my mom like made me babysit her because she had a night shift, and like my little sister had a problem with her teeth because she was drinking milk out of the bottle for way longer than she should have, right? Especially when she was sleeping, so it fucked up her teeth.
Oh, so they were like pushed in a little.
No,
to
they had
suck
to
in?
be removed, and in order for them not the jaw didn't so the jaw doesn't like shift, they had to put placeholders in there. But those placeholders could bleed and whatever because they're just literally objects in your gums that would hurt as fuck, right? So my mom told me, okay, make her some food later. Mind you, I'm 12. She's like, make her some food and whatnot and give it to her, right? My sister asked for an apple. I would bite an apple, you know, with my front teeth. And I just gave it to her because I was like, why would I cut it for her? So she goes on to bite on this apple, and one of those things comes out and she starts bleeding. At the exact same time, my mom decides to call me to ask how everything is going. And all she hears, ah! in the background. And she starts yelling at me, and I'm like, bro, her mouth was full of blood, and like my mom was screaming at me. What do I do? So I got so stressed. Like,
Did she come home? She rushed
she
home?
came home. She said, I can't work like this. So she came home and she like yelled at me and whatever. And she was like, why would you give her an apple? You're not supposed to have hard food. I was like, well, she asked for it.
But she's 4.
She asked for it.
Well, she's good now, so it doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
you
it was
know.
no long-term effect.
There's still a
Obviously,
big
yeah.
hole in the mouth.
No. She doesn't have any because she has good teeth because obviously those things grew out with
Yeah.
age. But like, I'm sure at the moment it was painful. But it was more shocking for me because I sure know.
Gotta make it about her.
No, I sure know my little sister doesn't remember this, but I remember it. It was a traumatic experience for me where somebody was there screaming and crying with the full mouth of blood, just like gushing and whatever. And my mom screaming on my phone. She's like, I fucking told you to do one thing and you can't do that. You can't do that. You know? So,
My mom.
It's been an hour.
bro, yeah. So, like, I have PTSD, you know? Her, she probably forgot about it. So,
Probably.
I'm the one living with it now.